Okay, we're ready. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, Abundance Television found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast coming up very soon. We're really excited about that as well. Let's go ahead and get started. I have one of my friends who is with me right now, and her name is Elizabeth Walston, and she is, girl, you do it all. It's United Givers Fund. That is quite some responsibility right there, and you're making it happen.
Yes, ma'am. We are in our campaign for 2023 now. We're fixing to kick off this Saturday, so it's a busy time of year for us.
Well, let's talk for a few minutes about the United Givers Fund, because so many great things are happening because of it, and we have a very, very giving community as well.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of people that donate to us that are just individuals, and it helps us every year. We have a different goal every year, and the board sets our goal depending on what funds are needed for our member agencies. We have 11 member agencies as of now. We have the ARC, the Salvation Army, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, CASA and CASA Helping Hands, Liberty Learning, Kelly's Rainbow, the USO, Marked for Life, and I'm missing one, and I can't think of the other one. I'm trying to think.
And these agencies are so good for the community as well. And with the holidays coming up, and then a lot of folks want to give. A lot of businesses are looking for ways to give so they can write it off on their taxes. Not only that, because they love giving as well. How can this benefit a business to give?
They can do like an individual donation from the business themselves, and that will and that goes into our funds that helps with all of our agencies help with either children, the elderly, the homeless. They help with resources like utilities, medications, just all sorts of things that our community needs. So it's a great way to support. Sometimes people are like, I know I am a lot. I love our community. And when somebody comes and asks, can you donate to this? I want to donate to them. But, you have your budget and you can only do so much. And so this way you can budget and donate to all 11 member agencies at one time, kind of in a way. And so it's a good way to do that. I do love that we do that, and so they can donate that way, and it is tax deductible. We're a 501c3, so it is tax deductible. We also do payroll deduction, and I love our payroll deduction because it doesn't cost anybody except for the donor money, and we do those with any business that wants to do it. I can come in and help them get set up, and they can choose to either let me come in and speak, and I will tell them all about our member agencies and what we do, and then the employees can decide if they want to donate, anywhere from $1, $2, and most of the time when you get that taken out of your paycheck like that, you don't really notice it. It's kind of like your taxes and your other deductions like insurance and life insurance, that kind of stuff. It just comes out, so you don't really notice it. And $1 a pay period doesn't seem like much, but when you add that up over the year and you add it up over a bunch of employees, it adds up really quickly, and so it helps us out a lot. So any businesses that would be interested in doing that, we would be glad to come talk to you and just tell you more about it. We also have, if you go to YouTube and you Google member agencies or United Givers Fund member agencies, you can find a link there that will show you. We have a video, and it shows you all of our member agencies, with the exception of Marked for Life, because they are they're new. We just added them last year, and we're working on doing a new video, so it should be up soon, but we're still they're still editing it and getting it together, so it's taking a little bit, but yeah, it's getting there.
Let's break it down just a little bit about each agency and what they do for the community.
Okay. Well, the ARC they work with the mentally handicapped. They any age group, even the elders. They have a actual business here in Fort Payne, and some of the kids go there and stay there during the day while their parents work, or sometimes they and they have they help them with life skills. They help them with schooling. They help them with anything that they need help with. And they also have homes that some of the older ones live in that need, assistance and need somebody to be with them all the time. They can live there. And they also have, and this is going to be at our kickoff event, which I'll talk about in a few minutes, but they also have the little something extra ice cream truck. And it's run by some of the mentally handicapped people, and they just wanted a business that they could do themselves, so they get the little something extra, and they set up and they give out ice creams. So it's really kind of nice. So if you have an event and you need something like that, you can contact the ARC and you can get that as well. Of course, most people know about the Boy Scouts and Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
They've been at a couple of my events, and I'm gonna tell you what, it was fun. We all had a blast. Yes, they're awesome. And then the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, of course, they're kind of say it for themselves. They help the girls and the boys with, skills, survival skills. They teach them about teamwork and all kinds of, great things to help them with life that they need to do. And it's just a good program. It's good for kids to get together like that. And we do now, I know the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are all over the United States. And one of our mottos is that what's raised here stays here. We try to raise our funds and keep it here in DeKalb County, Alabama. And you say Alabama, I forget that we have DeKalb County right next to us in Atlanta. So this is DeKalb County, Alabama. But we do keep the money right here in DeKalb County. The Girl Scouts use it for the troops here in DeKalb County, and they also use it, and the Boy Scouts use it for Camp Comer scholarships for the boys to go to camp up there at the Boy Scouts camp as well. And they also help with uniforms and supplies and just whatever they need as well. So that's how we help the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. Now, CASA and CASA Helping Hands, of course, helps the elderly. They help them with medical supplies and prescription drugs and things that they need. They give them vouchers for gas to go to their doctor's appointments if they have to go to Birmingham or Huntsville, since that is a little bit of a drive. They also have a clothes closet and a food pantry, and they give out food boxes and clothing, and that's open to just any of the public. It's not just the elderly. And I think they do help some with assistance with utilities as well for elderly, as long as they're in that bracket. And Kelly's Rainbow is awesome. It is located in Albertville, but they have an office here. It's called the Domestic Violence Center here in Fort Payne. And of course, they help with domestic violence victims, which is a huge need right now. Anytime anybody's in a domestic violence situation, they can contact them 24 hours a day, and they come out and assist them with getting away from the person that's abusing them, getting them into a shelter or some kind of housing that they can get away from this person, and then help them to get back on their feet afterwards. So it's a really great cause as well. And then Marked for Life Ministries, they have the Hope Center, which is amazing. They try to help with the homeless and the needy in the area. They do a lot of different things. They have a thing that they call saving the food or something like that. And what they do is they go to different places when they're like our event at the end. If we had food left over, they would take our food and then they deliver it to people that need food and assistance. And they also have a food pantry and a clothes closet, and you can go there for counseling. They will help you get back on your feet. If you don't have to just be homeless, you can just be in a crazy situation. Maybe you just got divorced and you've never worked in your life, or your house burns down and you don't have family or anything here, and you just don't know what to do, or anything like that. Anything that you're in transition, they will help with. You can come in and get the counseling, and they'll let you go through the clothes closet. They also have a shower and a washer and dryer for those that are homeless, so that they can come in and take a shower and clean up and get their clothes clean before they go back out. So it's a great ministry, and I really love all of them, and they're really great people. And so anybody that has any kind of issues or anything, they can go there. They do require you to be, if you are an addict, you will need to get clean before you can come there. But once you get clean, you can come there as often as you want, or even if you just need just counseling in general. They are faith-based, so it is faith-based counseling. But if you're going through a situation, maybe you just
you have a lot of grief in your life, or you just don't know where you're at. Maybe you're a single mom and you're just lost with your kids and everything. You can easily go there and get help. So I just love that they have a heart for the community and to help people. And and then we also have the Salvation Army, which we support their thrift store. We don't support the Salvation Army. We support the thrift store here in Fort Payne. And the reason we do that is because the funds from that go to help the community with things like rental assistance, water and electric and gas. They have different things that they'll help with that. They also help out in any disaster relief. If there was, when the tornadoes hit and stuff like that, they help with clothing and food and just anything that you need. And so we do support them as well. I was trying to think of who else. Oh, Liberty Learning. They're a great program as well. They go into the schools and they teach our children when they're young how to be a good citizen. They teach about citizenship and what it means to be a citizen. They teach them about they have a person that dresses up as Libby Liberty. She's Lady Liberty, and she's all, you have to see her. She's all in gray. She has the gray makeup on and everything, and she has the torch. And and it's an awesome program. And the kids at the end, I get to go to the event at the end when they graduate from the program. And when they do, they have certain ones that pick out their local hometown heroes, and they will interview them, and then they will tell them, then they get to tell about what they've learned about that person and why they picked them as their hometown hero. And so it's a really awesome program. I love it that they're doing that. They're teaching them the things that have been taken out of schools that we don't really teach them much anymore. They teach about our heritage and about why we do the things we do and why we're citizens the way we are. So it is a great, great program, and I love it as well. And of course, the USO, I think everybody pretty well knows the USO. It supports the military, and we do support local military families here that go out and they do things like when the government was shut down, the military did not get paychecks. They made sure that they had food, that they had anything that they needed during that time. They also do that during times of war and stuff and everything. They make sure that the military has what they need. The military families have what they need. And we also support the Child Development Center. That's the one I forgot was the Child Development Center, which they do Head Start, and they also have a daycare for many people, that have kids. If you're a single mom or a single dad, or even a two-parent home that you just have one income or something, and you just don't have the money for daycare and you need it, this will help with daycare. It helps to pay for the daycare and it helps assist with daycare. So
that's awesome. All these agencies are great. And I want to thank you before we go into a commercial break. We're about to go in, but thank you for everything you do in the community. I see Elizabeth around all over the place, and that helps. Because we're in kind of a bad economy right now, and people are just, they feel like hope is all gone. But then they get to see someone like you, United Givers Fund. Let's go into a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a minute. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park, and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There's also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462. Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
My Towels solved a problem that we've all had with towels. You go into the stores and they feel lotiony and soft, but then you get them home and they wind dry you. That's why I made My Towels. They actually work, they're soft, and they absorb. And now I'm excited to announce 2 brand new lines of My Towels. What makes them the best towels ever is they're now made with 100% long staple Shapir cotton. This is a combed ring-spun cotton that makes My Towels even softer and more absorbent than ever. And now you get a 6-piece set for an amazing introductory sale price as low as $29.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get My Towels for only $29.98. Or you can get my designer premium line for just $20 more. Either way, you save 50% now on all My Towels. They actually work. What a concept. This offer won't last long, so please order now.
MyPillow.com.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for 2 or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. Okay, we're back. My name is Donna, and I am your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. It absolutely does. Thank you so much for listening and watching every day, Monday through Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. You know, we're also on all the social media sites. We're going to have this show playing every single day through before the event happens. And then, Elizabeth, I'd like to get you back a little bit later about the event and what happened at the event. Is there a particular goal set of monies you would like to see received for the agencies?
Yes, ma'am. Our goal this year, we have an 8-week period that we use to raise these funds. And our goal this year is $200,000. And I know that sounds like a lot of money, but we did 176 last year, and our goal was 175, so we did 176. So I'm hoping to be able to do 200 this year because we would like to add a couple other member agencies over the next few years. Not immediately. We'll add probably one this next year, but I'd like to add one each year in the coming years to come. And so in order for us to do this, we have a big campaign every year. And like I said, it runs for 8 weeks. We always need volunteers. So if anybody ever wants to volunteer, they can contact our office and we'll be glad to have you help us. What we do is we go out in all the different counties and collect donations and try to get new payroll deduction programs like I discussed earlier. But we always have a big kickoff. And usually our big kickoff is a luncheon, and we've been having it during the week. And that kind of limits who can come, to it, because not everybody can get off from work to come to lunch and buy dinner. And so this year we decided to do something a little different, and we're going to have it in Union Park, which is, some people know it as Fort Payne City Park. It's the big park with the statues in front of it down in town. And we'll have signs up and everything. And we're going to have some food vendors that'll be over in the parking lot between Southern Properties and the actual park itself. And then we're going to have vendors down in the park that'll be selling stuff, everything from like paparazzi jewelry and Tupperware to the wooden signs that people make themselves, to the t-shirts that people are making and tumblers, and just a little bit of everything. We've got quite a few vendors signed up already. We're still taking applications. If anybody wants to sign up before Saturday, we will get you in, because we were hoping for a few more, but we ended up, doing it kind of last minute, and it just and we've had a few people drop off because of health and stuff like that. So we do need some more vendors. So if anybody would like to join us, we'd be glad to have you. We will also have some of our member agencies, the ones that can make it, which most of them can, and we'll be out there with information. So if you heard some of these agencies and you think, hey, I think they could help me, you could come out to the event and do your Christmas shopping and visit the member agency and get some more information about them while you're there too as well. We will also have some stuff for the kids. It's kind of, right now we're still in the works on it. There's possibly a bouncy house, and there's face painting. And of course, the park is there that they can play in as well. And the Lookout Mountain homemakers are going to be there with homemade cakes just in time for Thanksgiving. And I was told these cakes freeze really well. So if you get one, you can put it in your freezer and save it and thaw it out in time for Thanksgiving, and you'll have a fresh homemade cake without having to make it. So, and they're going to donate all their proceeds from what they sell back to United Givers Fund. So that's going to be an awesome event as well. So we'll have just a little bit of everything down there. Of course, I'll be down there and we're going to have a raffle, and a door prize kind of raffle where everybody can sign up and get a ticket, and we're going to give away different items while we're there. And we'll also have I'll have the sign up sheet. If anybody wants to volunteer, they can sign up to volunteer at that time. One of the great things about volunteering with us is that we have luncheons for our volunteers, and we always update, and we have those every 2 weeks during our campaign period, with the last one being the final one that we give the closest results that we have, and then we'll have to get a little bit more in after that, but we'll know how close we are to goal at that point. And Lookout Homemakers always supply the luncheons there, and they're $10, which is a $10 donation to United Givers Fund, so you can write that off your taxes and you get that dinner. And we also do some major giveaways at these luncheons. I mean, they get some really nice gifts for coming and for participating. So we try to give our volunteers a little extra something special. So we would love to have some volunteers as well. So we hope everybody will come out and join us. Even if you're not going to volunteer, even if you're not going to donate, just come out and do your Christmas shopping. This is to help the community too as well. These are small business owners, and they need this money right now, because most of them, this is how they put their food on the table. And I don't know that a lot of people realize that even though it's Avon or it's paparazzi, or that they're making signs or whatever, and it seems like just a hobby, a lot of them, it's their actual income that they're getting, and they need this. So so come out, support a small business, and get you some good food. We're going to have Southern Comfort food truck there, which has they have hamburgers and hamburger steaks, and it's all cooked, and it's really good, and they have sides to go with it and drinks. We also have a guy that's going to do barbecue and hot dogs, and then another one's going to have tacos. We have a taco guy there too as well that's going to be doing fresh tacos, and then we have some, and then we also have some little vendors that'll be out in the vendor part that has fudge and the freeze dried candy, and there's another one that's going to have like Rice Krispie treats and some kind of cookies or something, and possibly hot apple cider or coffee or hot chocolate, just in case the weather gets a little chilly, and that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of everything. So we hope everybody will come out and join us and have a good time.
Well, something, Elizabeth, I've been new in a town before. Phil moved us to Charlotte, North Carolina, took a job promotion, and we've lived out there for about 9 years, but I did not know anyone in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you've located to this area right here, this is a great way to get in contact with people in the community. It's a great way.
Yes, it is. It's a really great way, and it's a great way to get out and participate. And the park is now, dog friendly. You can bring your pets down there if you need to, and just make sure you clean up after them. Yeah, and so that we can keep it dog friendly. I know they had some problems during Third Saturday with that, so I want to keep that out there. Be sure and clean up. They have the poop bags and the little places to put them, so be sure and take care of your animals while you're there. But yeah, I forgot the most important part. We're going to have live entertainment. The Fort Payne High School guitar band will be there playing the first half, and the second half, the Schmones will be there playing.
Oh, that is absolutely awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You can bring
see your neighbors. Get out and see your neighbors.
Come out there and sit and listen to some music.
Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe dance a jig. Are you going to dance, by the way, when they're playing this music? You can dance,
Possibly.
Elizabeth.
I have been known to. I don't know that I can dance, but I do it.
Yeah, can move around a little bit anyway. But this is so much fun. So it's like food is fun. You're helping the community. Are you noticing more people are asking for public assistance than maybe the past few years?
Yes, ma'am. We are on the 211 call list. And so when people call, they get United Way in one of the counties. And then if they tell them they're in DeKalb County, they get sent to us. So we started a resource book, and we send them out as much as we can. But it seems like there's just a lot of people that are needing assistance these days, especially, and a lot of them are elderly. I've had a lot of elderly that have called and just needed, anything from like they needed new glasses, or they needed their eyes checked. And kind of a shameless plug, but if you're out today, I don't know how many people will get to see this today on the 31st, but well, actually it's going on right now. The Lions Club are doing their vision screenings. But if you miss it on the 31st, if you're interested, you can contact the Lions Club. They do the vision screenings often, and they do provide glasses and eye care for people that need it, that can't afford it. So that's a great program as well too. And I do love that they do that. But we have had a lot of people call, about that, and about food needs. Food has been huge. It's been a huge thing. And so that's another way you can help support Mark for Life and the Salvation Army and CASA all have food banks, and they all need, food at any time. So, you can do that too as well. They're doing their Mark for Life is doing their big Thanksgiving drive. You can bring some canned goods down there to the event, and if you can either donate them to Mark for Life, or you can give them to us, and we'll get them to CASA or Salvation Army, and be glad to help with that as well. So it's a big need.
Absolutely. Elizabeth, we're going to have to go. Can you believe 30 minutes just flew by?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on. It always does. Thank you so much for being on the show today. And we'll have this running on Facebook Live every day throughout the rest of the week at 12 noon. So you can go ahead and guide people to look at Facebook, and you can share it as well. So Phil will have it ready for you. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for being here. The best of luck. I know it's going to be a very big success out there because we have so many wonderful giving people in this community. Okay, folks, we're going to have to wrap it up. Thank you. Go ahead.
We plan to do this every year after this from now on if it's a huge success, which I expect it to be.
Oh, yeah, it should be. It should be. And thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll be back in just a few minutes with another awesome guest. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.